All right, so thank you again for joining the Wisconsin MBA admissions team today for this virtual information session. Today, we will provide an introduction to our specialized full-time MBA and showcase how our unique approach supports the career aspirations of our students. And with that, let's get started. So today you have two members of the Wisconsin MBA admissions team here to answer your questions. Again, my name is Dale Pangborn, the Assistant Director of Recruiting and Admissions for the MBA and Master's Program. And I'm joined by my colleague, Jennifer Sarnowski, Associate Director of Admissions and Recruitment. And we're both excited to share our insights in the program. So let's dive in. So the Wisconsin Full-Time MBA Program at the University of Wisconsin-Madison allows students to have a personalized MBA experience with all the resources of a large research university at your fingertips. Because of our specialized approach, students are able to build lasting relationships that go well beyond the end of business school. The Wisconsin network is extensive and ready to help you throughout all aspects of your professional career. But one of the most significant traditions we have here at the University of Wisconsin-Madison is that of the Wisconsin idea. This is the thought that the knowledge and experiences at the university should not just stay on campus, but rather they should impact the state, the country, even the world. This concept permeates the business school experience and lays the foundation for a collaborative community with a commitment to public service. Now, the Wisconsin MBA program is also known for its strong return on investment. Our MBA has the highest return on investment among full-time MBA programs in the nation, according to U.S. News and World Report from 2018. This ranking is based on the average salary upon graduation compared with student debt, also known as the salary to debt ratio. Recent graduates reported a median starting base salary of $108,000 per year. Almost 90% of graduates secure positions within 3 months of graduation. Now, opportunities for graduate scholarships and fellowships, financial aid, and favorable costs of living in Madison all contribute to the affordability of the program. Many students leave with little or no student loans, thanks to generous support from our alumni and friends. I'm now going to turn the conversation over to Jen, who will talk more about the MBA program design.
Thanks, Dale, and hi, everybody. I'm excited to join you today to discuss the Wisconsin Full-Time MBA program in depth. This program is designed to provide all the skills, experiences, and specialized knowledge you need to succeed, whether your goal is to switch careers or advance in your current field. What makes this special and unique is that we employ a specialized approach to do this. Students choose one of 8 areas of specialization to really focus their studies, while at the same time receiving the general management training to help them become well-rounded business leaders. This distinctive career specialization model builds deep knowledge in a chosen field through critical inquiry and relevant hands-on learning experiences. It is combined with a general management core to give you a competitive edge in the workplace. When you focus your MBA in one of 8 specializations, you benefit from an intensive curriculum that combines foundational management education, specialized career preparation, and real-world consulting projects with industry leaders in your preferred area. You'll begin taking classes in your specialization right away, without the waiting period many other programs require. This immersive experience gives you the knowledge, skills, and confidence to land premier internships and make immediate contributions while preparing you to move into positions of broad responsibility and influence. So there are 8 specializations to choose from. If marketing is your passion, you can choose marketing as your specialization. And there are 3 tracks within the marketing specialization: brand and marketing management, marketing analytics and insights, and technology product marketing. Should you be more interested in finance, our specialization in corporate finance and investment banking is ranked among the top 50 finance programs in the world. The other specialization that you may want to consider is our applied security analysis specialization. The applied security program will equip you with the analytical skills and asset management experience to become a leader in the investment industry. If you'd rather apply financial concepts to other areas of business, consider the real estate MBA specialization, which is number 2 among colleges and university real estate programs in the U.S., according to the U.S. News and World Report from 2020. And our risk management and insurance specialization is recognized as one of the International Insurance Society's global centers of insurance excellence. For an operations focus, our technology strategy and product management and supply chain management specialization are STEM designated. STEM offers a unique way for international students to differentiate themselves in the marketplace. Both technology strategy and supply chain management enable you to become a leader of organizational and technological change. And lastly, consider our strategic management specialization, strategic human resource management, which enables you to learn how to drive organizational strategies through insightful enterprise workforce management. So what happens if you're still exploring your interests? Well, candidates will have two options when they apply to the Wisconsin MBA program. You can pick still exploring and finalize your specialization of choice during the first semester. During that time, you'll work closely with the career management team to explore your true interests and professional goals. Our MBA curriculum integrates a strong foundation in general management with highly focused preparation in your chosen career field. You'll begin taking courses that support your interests right away. This early start on your specialization helps you achieve your full potential and makes your career management experiences richer. The general management coursework focuses on the core tenets of business and allows you the flexibility to take your career in a variety of directions moving forward. You can enhance your career preparation by adding one or more graduate level certificates to your MBA program. Certificate programs are available at no additional tuition cost, and it is key to note that each requires foundational academic coursework as well as advanced academic courses and electives. Our business analytics certificate offers the opportunity to build on the business perspective that you develop through your specialized coursework as you study business operations, communications, and decision-making. We all know that entrepreneurship plays a vital role in global economic growth and bringing new technologies and services to society. Whether you plan to lead or be part of a team with this certificate, you'll learn to imagine opportunities and take action to create value through new ventures. Strategic innovation is crucial to organizations that depend on creativity and the development of new products or services to compete in the workplace. The certificate in strategic innovation focuses on creating social and economic value within existing organizations as opposed to startups. And finally, the certificate in business, environment, and social responsibility is designed for UW-Madison graduate students who want to broaden their understanding of sustainable business practices. This certificate provides real-world skills and knowledge needed to manage enterprises that integrate economic, environmental, and social decision-making in their daily operations. Our students also engage in hands-on learning experiences that engage you in real-world business problems. This helps you prepare for the challenges you'll encounter in your career, boosts your leadership skills, and enhances your marketability. These learning opportunities are woven throughout the two-year curriculum. Some prepare you for the workplace by involving you in cross-functional teams. Others give you a true insider's perspective by engaging you in an in-depth project in your area of specialization. Our MBA program also prepares you to lead. Strong leaders are adept at solving problems creatively, influencing and leading, managing under pressure, and thinking beyond their own personal gain for the greater good. Today's employers seek out individuals who demonstrate these qualities. Through the Ignite program, you'll explore the meaning of leadership and develop new skills in three critical areas as an individual, team, and organizational leadership. The heart of the Ignite program is a series of workshops and seminars delivered over the course of 2 intensive week-long sessions in the first year of your MBA program. This approach weaves leadership, career, and communication topics into the program, complementing the curriculum and providing you with professional skills that will increase your effectiveness throughout your career. Career management is fully integrated throughout your Wisconsin MBA education. Your customized career guidance begins the summer before you arrive. You'll be at the center of a team that owns understanding soft skills to set you apart in your job search and in your career. Here's where you can really begin to see the advantages of the specializations. Your career coach will work with you to develop a career plan centered around your goals that takes advantage of your wealth of industry knowledge and connections in your specialization, as well as the resources of our top-ranked business school and greater university. The Wisconsin MBA program equips you with a portfolio of skills, experiences, and specialized knowledge that will propel your career forward. Employers value the holistic preparation our students receive, and as a result, Wisconsin MBA graduates are highly recruited by Fortune 500 companies, mid-size and small companies, startup firms, and cultural organizations. One common misconception about this program is that the majority of our graduates live and work in Madison after graduation. This simply isn't true. Wisconsin MBA graduates work across all of the United States in a variety of different industries. I'm now going to turn it back over to Dale, who's going to talk about the Wisconsin School of Business and Madison community.
All right, thanks, Jen. Well, the collaborative, engaged community you'll find at the Wisconsin School of Business makes for a rich MBA experience outside of the classroom. The students typically form strong friendships based not only on common interests, but also on shared experiences. So it is helpful to learn a little bit more about your potential classmates. On the screen, you'll find our class profile for the class of 2022. So on average, the class is 29 years of age with 5 years of professional work experience. 21% of these students come from countries other than the United States. 42% are women, and 14% identify as an underrepresented population. The student profile can help give you a sense of how your application compares with the larger applicant pool, and perhaps can help you determine some unique identifiers in your candidacy for business school. So students in the Wisconsin MBA program enjoy the added enrichment of being part of a diverse community where inclusion is a shared value. This provides an opportunity to learn both in and out of the classroom from different perspectives. By developing cultural competence, students prepare to be effective team members, managers, and leaders in their companies and communities. The MBA program is proud of the accomplishments of its students and their unique paths to business school. The school is affiliated with several organizations who also have a commitment to equity and inclusion in business and business school. We are a Forte sponsor school. Now, Forte provides support for women at all stages of their careers to enhance their business acumen. Now, Forte strives to increase the number of women applying to and enrolling in MBA programs by providing educational opportunities, networking and mentoring events, as well as professional conferences. The University of Wisconsin-Madison was one of 3 founding members of the Consortium for Graduate Study in Management, which is a nonprofit organization that has promoted diversity in education and business for more than 50 years. The consortium provides a diversity network linking top-tier students, MBA programs, and leading corporations. Now, through our membership in the consortium, students of color at the Wisconsin School of Business have numerous opportunities to position themselves for leadership, connect with employers, and network with influential leaders. The Wisconsin MBA program also partners with Reaching Out MBA, or RAMBA, to offer students access to a wide range of leadership activities and resources. RAMBA's singular purpose is to empower LGBTQ students to become professionals who will lead the way to equality in business education, in the workplace, and throughout society. And as a yellow ribbon school, the University of Wisconsin-Madison has an agreement with the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs to supplement the post-9/11 GI Bill when needed. Now, jointly, UW-Madison and the VA cover the non-resident fees for those students who do not already qualify for in-state tuition and fees under the post-9/11 GI Bill, making the cost of the Wisconsin MBA even more affordable. Now, if you haven't had an opportunity to visit Madison before, here is an awesome picture of it in the fall. Now, Madison consistently ranks among the country's best places to live, and with good reason. Here you'll find a vibrant arts, entertainment, cultural, and recreational options, combined with a down-to-earth attitude that makes the city easy to enjoy. Now, there is plenty to do here year-round, both in the city and on campus. Big Ten sports energize the community, and residents enjoy outdoor recreation in all 4 seasons. And best of all, While the quality of life in Madison is exceptional, the cost of living is moderate. And this contributes to an MBA education that is both enlightening and affordable. Madison, again, is a vibrant capital city with the downtown situated on an isthmus between two lakes. Now, the lakes lend the city a unique beauty and offer numerous recreational opportunities, including sailing, kayaking, water skiing, wakeboarding, and windsurfing. Bicycle and nature trails connect many parts of the city and neighboring communities. In winter, as in other seasons, Madison residents find plenty to do indoors and outdoors. Arts, entertainment, and culture all thrive here, with both large and small venues hosting concerts, plays, art exhibits, festivals, and street fairs. The selection of restaurants and eateries in the greater Madison area is remarkably diverse, ranging from food carts to gourmet restaurants and everything in between. So now that you've learned a little bit more about the Wisconsin MBA program, you might be wondering what your next steps could look like. I'm happy to identify a few things that could help you continue your MBA research process. We are now able to resume some on-campus events. So if you still want to schedule a personalized campus visit, you can do that. Visit our website for more information. You could meet us on the road throughout the year. We'll be in various cities around the country, either personally or virtually. So check out the website for a full list of our travel schedule. And then you could also listen to podcasts and webinars like this one. This is a great way to review material that we've covered after the fact. And lastly, apply. Start an application today and work through the application requirements at your own pace. So I'd like to welcome Jen back to the conversation as we're going to take some questions from the audience. Again, feel free to use the Q&A button at the bottom of your screen to type your questions. Jen,
Awesome.
let's
Thanks,
get over
Dale.
and see the questions here.
Yeah, so someone had a question on STEM, and I did put that in the Q&A, but we only have 2 specializations that are STEM designated: tech strategy and product management, and supply chain management. All right, so there's a question of, are first-year courses waived based on previous experience or certifications? It's like a CFA a holder or economics major being able to waive economics, accounting, or finance. Do you want me to answer, Dale?
Oh, are you looking to me? I'm sorry.
I don't,
I'm just
it doesn't matter.
Go ahead.
No, so it is a cohort-based program. So you are going through with your specialization with your cohort. So they do not waive classes in this program. They're also taught at a different level. So they are graduate level versus undergraduate level. So you are still expected to take those classes. All right, so do we have active internship or employment pipelines with any real estate investment firms? Dale, I'm going to let you answer this because you actually work directly with real estate.
Short answer is yes. A lot of the students will work with organizations on, there's 100% internship placement. So the website has some more information on the companies that we're engaged with, but that changes each year. You know, some years we're going to see more, we'll see other companies, new companies coming in, but there is a track record there with the real estate specialization where students are placed. And so, yeah, I think there's a lot that offers through an internship, and a lot of students get placed after they're completed with their program, sometimes with the same organization. A lot of it depends, but.
Yeah, and just to add to that a little bit, there is an applied real estate investment track within the real estate specialization. So that is actually a track within the program. So that already helps with those career development. Okay, what is the average full-time job offer rate for students with a first-year internship? So 100% of our students get internship placement, 100% of students who want internship placement. And as Dale mentioned earlier, average is 90% of students have accepted an offer within 3 months of graduation.
And I think the average offer, I think, was 108,000.
Yep. Yes. All right. So are we able to speak more to some of the experiential learning opportunities that students have been able to participate in?
Well, I think you mentioned the Ignite series. That's part of it. There's a lot of, well, I'll speak to some of the advisory board meetings. So for instance, in our corporate finance and investment and the real estate side as well. There are folks are managing a portfolio of investments, and they have regular meetings with advisory board members who are making up, they could either be alums, they could be industry experts from investment firms. They get together on a regular basis, and they're managing, in one case, a $20 million fund. And so students are making decisions on this fund and reporting back to the advisory board. And through that presentation and interaction with the advisory board members and alumni and center directors, they're gaining some great experience on how to manage that fund and to be able to explain why they're making the decisions they're making. So yeah, I think those are just a few: the Ignite, the advisory boards. Jen, anything else? I think we've got the M. Keith Michael Leadership Series. There's a lot of ways.
Yeah, I was just going to mention that typically on Fridays, our specializations are participating in applied learning. So that could be speakers coming in that are alums, that could be you going to visit a company. So most of our specializations do that every week through various opportunities. And then this year we hope to bring back study abroad. That is the goal. But hopefully COVID will participate. So, all right. So do we accept GRE scores, and what is the average GRE score? So we do accept GRE scores. That is something that we readily accept into the application process. We convert our GRE scores to GMAT scores. So we're still looking for semi-close to the average GMAT. But I can tell you that in terms of quantitative GRE, we're typically looking around 158. And I would say around, for verbal, around 157. So still pretty high GRE scores. Are there scholarship opportunities, and what do students need to do to get a scholarship?
So yes, there are scholarship opportunities, and students are evaluated on the strength of their application around these scholarship areas. So scholarships can range from, covering part of the tuition up to covering, a fellowship, which is a much greater package, and everything in between. So I would say that the strength of your application determines those scholarship and merit opportunities. But so that's where you can, strengthen areas of your application through your writing, through your test scores, if it's required, and just a lot of different areas that you personally can strengthen your application. There are some things, obviously, like an undergrad GPA, that can't change, but you have that in your court, so to speak, so you can make those changes to strengthen your application.
Awesome. All right. So next question is, if someone applies by the January 10th deadline, when is the latest they can submit an updated GMAT? To be considered for the January 10th deadline, everything has to be in by January 16th. We cannot accept anything later than that. So 1 week. All right. As an international applicant, they see that the IELTS score is minimum 7.5. And is it true that if they got a 7, their application would not be processed?
Not true. No, actually with the International Student Services for UW-Madison on campus, it's 6.5. So we prefer to see a 7.5 at the School of Business. However, we are going to consider your application because it's more than just your score on the English language that is going to be looked at and considered. And again, it goes back to the strength of the application I mentioned a moment ago, a lot of different factors, that holistic review that we give to all applications. So I would say, yes, we're going to consider your application, even if you have a 7.
All right. I'm going to skip the next question and come back to it, but there's another question about how post-MBA work opportunities are for international students. We do not break our data out between international and domestic. Our students are all treated the same. Our career coaches will work with you to obtain a job. And I would say our international students have done really well with obtaining jobs, so I wouldn't be concerned about that at all. Okay. The next question is, can we share a document that contains full employer list for MBA students? I wish. We aren't given that. There's a short one on the website. I can put a link in the chat, but unfortunately, that is not something we are given and not something that we really share out, as it changes every year.
There was
So
something like 330 different employers
it's a lot. It's
that
insane.
work with us. So it's a lot of employers.
Yeah. Yes. And it really does depend on which specialization you choose. We work with students different depending on which specialization and their standard timelines. So our website has specialization web pages. You can see some of their career opportunities, and our careers website has a list as well. Okay. All right. So they're asking if we can elaborate more on the essay question about career goals. Dale, you love reading essays. I'm gonna let you answer that.
So what are your career goals immediately following completion of the degree program? Well, I guess there's not much to elaborate on. It's your goals are what they are. And this essay is really looking to you to share where you want to go and how the MBA is going to help you get there. So when you think about this, it's the next step in your career, likely. What is the next job position for you in your current organization? What does that look like? Or if you were to move to a new company, what type of work would you want to be doing? And so I would say express your goals, provide a reasoning to us. The committee is going to look at a couple of different areas that can strengthen your essay and your writing. It's going to be a succinct writing style. We're not looking for a novel. We're looking for you to clearly define what that next step is for you. And if so inclined, you wish to include an area that shows a commitment to learning in a team-based style program like we have here at Wisconsin, that may be something to consider adding in. But again, it's really around your career goals and how the MBA is going to help you get there. Hope that helps.
Thanks. All right. Is there a recommended quantitative score on the GMAT that would be considered safe? I can answer now.
Okay.
I wouldn't say that there is a score. I'd say we are typically looking for above 75th percentile in the quantitative section. It really does depend on the rest of your application. If your undergraduate GPA is lower, we need a higher GMAT score. There's a lot of things that go into it, and it depends on specialization as well. So I don't think there's a standard.
Yeah, it goes back to that holistic review of the application materials. There's more to your application than the GMAT score. So there's we're looking at everything and how that balances out. So.
All right. So if round 2 is the merit priority deadline, what does that mean?
Well, it means that bucket of merit funding is going to be likely at its peak. So, we do have an early round, but as applicants are completing their application process, the funding is most available. And that's where that priority deadline comes in for January 10th. And we encourage folks to apply. That doesn't mean that if you apply beyond that date, you wouldn't receive any offers. It simply means that the funding is going out as students are applying or applicants are applying. And then as they accept those offers, that funding is obviously taken out of that bucket. So apply early is the best rule of thumb.
Awesome. All right. A question on if there's any application fee waivers. Unfortunately, no. As public university, we get to choose. We pay for application fees or pay for scholarships, and we choose to pay for scholarships instead. So if we did application fee waivers, you wouldn't get any scholarships. So, all right. So what are some of the marketing specialized clubs? I assume you mean a student org. There's Graduate Marketing Network, and then there's the Technology Products Club, which is one of our marketing tracks. And then we have a lot of clubs just around being a woman in business, being an international student, being a veteran. So those clubs touch everything, and also a consulting club. All right. Are there any common mistakes you see applicants make with their applications that they should avoid?
Well, I can think of a couple. I would say I mentioned earlier about the essays. I think that succinct writing style is important. It's not so succinct that you're writing 3 sentences, but also we're not looking for 3 pages. So there's finding that balance, I think, and being able to share what it is that you're trying to share in the best way possible. I think also related to essays, not checking grammar, not checking the mechanics of your writing. I know Jen speaks about this frequently. We all speak about it frequently, and that's consider having somebody read your essay after you write it. Don't tell them what the question is, but write your thoughts down, share your essay with a trusted colleague or friend, and then have them paraphrase back to you what they think the question was. And that'll help you find some, maybe a missing segment or a better way to make your statement. But I would say review your essay for content and grammar, make sure that you're covering everything you need to. The other thing would be not leaving or not having your resume match what you're putting in for employment, or perhaps not allowing us to see a chronological order of your employment. Missing things like that, I think that sends a signal that maybe you're not taking enough time on the application prep. So, Jen, anything to add?
The only other thing I would add is making sure that you have a strong recommender and that it is a professional recommendation. We really, truly don't get a lot of information from faculty, so please use someone from your career.
Good point. Good point.
All right. So is there any data on post-MBA jobs regarding consulting or someone joining the Retail Leadership Development Program by Amazon? We don't get that data, unfortunately. We don't have anything that specific right now. I know there's a few students that went to Amazon this last year, and there's quite a few students that go into consulting, but I don't have, unfortunately, specific numbers. All right. What is the average GPA in the class profile?
Good question.
It's 3.2.
3 point. I was going to say about 3.25, I think.
Yeah, 3.2. If your GPA is non-standard, so not in a 4.0, we will look at it in its non-standard format. So usually 10 or 100 is most common. And we have an idea of what that is equivalent to a US GPA. All right, so this will be our last question because I know we're a little bit over time, but do we follow rolling admissions or is it only reviewed after the deadline? Do you want me to answer, Dale? Or
Well, we're going to review on a rolling basis in between those deadlines. So if there are folks that are applying in between a deadline, we're still going to review your application. So one of the things I would recommend is that if you are planning to do that, or for whatever reason, your GMAT score is coming in late or whatever, and you're trying to still get your app in, just reach out to us, set up a consultation. Highly recommend that. Let us know what's going on. We'll make sure to get your application reviewed and get an answer back to you as quickly as possible.
Yeah, the only thing I'm going to add is you are not guaranteed a decision before the decision deadline. They could choose to wait until that point, wanting to see the full class or application full.
Yep.
So just keep in mind that if you apply, say today, you will be considered in round 2. So you may not have a decision until February something.
Yep, that is correct.
All right, don't see any more questions. So I'm going to once again thank you for your questions and for your attention today. So please know that if you have any additional questions, you're welcome to connect with our team by either emailing us at the email on the screen, mba@wsb.wisc.edu, giving us a call at 608-262-4000, or you can schedule a consultation, and I put that link in the chat. So that's a one-on-one meeting with our team. And thank you very much for your attention, and we look forward to reviewing your application soon. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Bye.